Welcome to another episode of the Nashville Dads. This week, we talk about knowing your limits, creating time to reflect, addictive personalities, being sick on the holidays, and waiting for first steps. We hope you enjoy. But, I don't know, I think there's this thing with life that I'm a big believer in that I don't feel like a lot of people like. And it's that I think there are lots of times in which I try my best and my best isn't enough. Yeah. And I think that really offends people to hear. Like, hey, man, you tried your best and it wasn't good enough. And I feel like people become more defensive. I think in any area of life in which I'm trying to justify what I did, it's probably not a good scenario. Yeah. If I'm like, no, I did this and here's why I'm right. It's like, is that good? I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
So
when you have to justify whatever you did, maybe
there's probably more than just your side of the story.
Yeah. I catch myself doing that all the time.
Yeah, and it's this weird, like, I feel like I have to remind myself, hey, man, you did do your best, and your best wasn't enough. And it's not like to drag myself down. It's just to admit your own limitations. Because if you expect your best to be enough, I think you're going to be really mad at a lot of things. Because you're going to be like, I tried my best, and it should have worked. It's like, man, sometimes your best doesn't work. And that's why you have friends. That's why you have family. You have other people.
Dude, you're going to constantly be letting yourself down if that's how you're going to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one is perfect and no one's going to get everything right. And
No, but like it's, I feel like I've had more discussions with friends about that lately of like, there are lots of times in my life in which I thought I was in fact doing my best and it didn't mean much. And you just have to be okay with it. Yeah. And I feel like that's a lot of tying in into parenting. Yeah, there are lots of times where I feel like I'm doing my best with the kids. And it's like, did you meet this kid's need? And I'm like, no, I probably ignored him a little bit. Okay, cool. Tomorrow, see if you can do, if your best can be a little bit better.
Yeah, you learn from that situation and then you grow from it. Yes. At least you hope you grow from it.
I think.
But again, that's where the not justifying.
Yeah,
if you're justifying, then you're not going to learn from it.
Not really. I don't think so. I think if I'm in a posture of justification, I rarely want to listen to the other side.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and that's not just parenting. That's
in general
areas of life.
There are times where, in the middle of me justifying why I did something, with like when it's me and Haley. Yeah. In the middle of it, I'll just be like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Can I back up on this?
And then I'll just apologize and just be like, yeah, okay, I don't know why I did that, and there is no reason, there is no excuse. I just messed up. Yep. And then go from there. Yeah. And then I'm just like, all right, can't do that again. Don't do that again.
I think ego is like the worst thing ever because I don't realize I'm being stubborn until it's too late. Like, I don't go into a conversation being like, I'm going to be really stubborn about the subject. I'm like halfway through the conversation and I'm like, I'm being a jerk. Yeah. But now I'm too committed to being a jerk.
There are people that learn through experience, and then there are people that somehow learn before they experience it, or they reflect on it and think about it before they do it. Yeah. But I feel like most people learn through experience. I
think so.
And get through life that way, whether it's parenting or job or just life in general.
I think I've gone on the spiel with you before of I've started to reanalyze how I view shame over the last couple of years. So like to me, shame usually communicates to you what you care about and what you love. So like if I do something and I feel shame about it, to me it's like I was a version of myself that I didn't like because some part of me believes I can be better than what I just was. Yeah. Whereas, like, I think if I just think of shame, I'm like, oh, that's an awful feeling. I want to reject that, push that away, numb myself out, not do it. It's like, no, why did you feel shame because you treated your kid this way? It's because you feel it, because some part of you believes you can be better and you weren't this time, and you feel bad that you weren't better. So, I don't know. I just feel like there are a lot of feelings, a lot of things that, with some reflection, you can actually analyze what your body is actually telling you and rejecting what your body's naturally telling you and just like blocking it out is really harmful, really dangerous. I don't know how I got on that tangent, but
it kind of just transitioned into that.
Yeah. I think reflection throughout your day is helpful, and hopefully we're able to have the mental space to actually do it because it's really hard to be mentally present.
Yeah, that was something that my therapist and psychiatrist said. Reflection you don't even have to write it down, but I'm writing it down. But have some type of reflection, but also it doesn't have to be something that you're grateful for or gratitude, just something positive.
Yeah.
Just to have that positive feeling or positive thinking, and then you keep on training your mind that way. But reflection in that way, and then reflection through meditation is something else that they always talked about. That's good for your mental health.
Yeah.
And it's good for everybody, not just people that are having like mental health issues. But that's what I'm slowly starting to learn.
I find it fascinating that words do matter so much. I think I try to be in tune with my own ego, and whenever I can predict something, then I usually have too much ego about it. Like like your therapist saying, don't use the word gratitude, use a different word. Because if you're like, make a gratitude list, I'm like, cool, here are 5 things. And I'm not actually thinking about it, because like, it's as if my brain already has a pathway for like, you say gratitude, cool, I'm grateful for these things. So it's like, cool, literally, what were you happy about today? Oh, I don't have a prepared answer for that. I have to actually think now.
Yep. That's exactly what she was talking about.
It's fascinating how much words matter and how much, because so if I was like, make a gratitude list, you'd be like, cool, I already know what to do.
Grateful for this house, I'm grateful for this car, whatever.
And it's like, cool, so you already know what to say.
Yeah.
So did you mean any of it?
Yeah. Most of the things that I immediately came up with grateful for were material.
Yeah, right, yeah. And it's not like it's not that it's a bad thing that that's where you are. It's just worth acknowledging that's where you are. Because, if you tell me do a gratitude list, it would be grateful for family, grateful for health, grateful for food. And I'm like, but are you actually? Like, go deeper. List a reason why you are. Because those are good. It's good to be grateful for a house, grateful for a job. But, like, what about it actually is? Add some depth.
Yep.
It's okay to add depth.
Yeah.
This is our casual
Hey man, I'm learning
banter.
A heck of a lot.
So,
I'm learning a heck of a lot through the therapy.
Apparently, I took some gummies before this episode.
Ooh.
I did not.
You did not?
I don't do that.
You don't do any of the...
I don't.
I do the CBD gummies.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
That helps out. That helps me
in
mellow out after a crazy day.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I personally don't do it because I think I would do it too much. But like...
Even the CBD?
Yeah. If I like something, I usually overdo it.
Do you have an addictive personality?
I am... Yeah, I feel like I do.
Gotcha. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you at least acknowledge it and know it.
I'm scared of it. So I'm the only one in my family that never smokes. It's like I see everyone else in my family being addicted to things. Like everyone in my family with me has smoked cigarettes at some point in time.
Okay.
And smoked like a lot of cigarettes. So I never did because I'm like, well, everyone else is doing it to like the 20th degree. I probably would too. If you, for a really stupid example, in college, we would buy like the 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids, and Heather would have to portion it out because if not, I would sit there and eat like 5 pounds in one night. So I think it's not. I don't think I have like an addictive personality so much as like I just don't realize what. Like it's like I just kind of zone out, and then I'm still doing it.
Yeah,
it's like cool. Like I feel like if I smoke cigarettes, I would just sit here and be like, yeah, I'm smoking another cigarette. How many have you had? I don't know.
Just chain smoking away.
Yeah, just like it's like why are you still smoking? I'm like, oh, I have no idea.
Yeah,
but I am.
I definitely have an addictive personality. I mean, I catch myself, and Haley catches me all the time. Chocolate is one of mine.
Oh, yeah?
But then alcohol was for a while. And
yeah, you just celebrated like a year being sober,
It was
right?
a year and 5 days now. I am alcohol-free for over a year now.
Nice. Congrats. I think it's like a really healthy thing to, I know I've discussed this with you before, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the first step of AA isn't admitting you have a problem. It's admitting something has more power over you than you have over it.
Yeah.
So it's not like you had a problem with alcohol. It's like, no, whenever you drank, you really like drinking more than you like not drinking.
I mean, that's the truth. So, I don't remember who I was talking to about it, but for me, it was, I liked the warmth that it gave me.
Yeah.
Like the warmth of like going down into my stomach and just overall giving me a sense of warmth and comfort. And then it would go away, or I could feel it going away, and then I'd drink more. I
want that back.
Yeah, and I'd drink more, and then drink more, and then, So after July 4th, I was just like, I should
probably reassess this a little
Probably
bit.
Need to stop. Because I had done 1 year, just one solid year, a couple years ago, because I had another episode, but after the second one, I was just like, I probably should just stop. Mm-hmm. My grandfather was an alcoholic, and did some crappy things.
Sure.
In his life. Sadly. Yeah, but yeah, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, especially do that in front of Ada.
Yeah.
Or around Ada. So, yeah, it's been not as hard as I thought it would be.
Does it help that we're still like living through a pandemic, so like social outings aren't as much? I'm more of a social drinker than a come home and have a drink type of person.
No, I mean I was come home and have a drink to relax type of thing.
Gotcha.
But I was also social. I mean, social for sure. A lot of my friends, I mean, that's what we used to do, especially before the pandemic, is we'd have like guys' night it was like once a week for a while, and then it became once a month as people started having kids.
Yeah.
But no, like I told Haley, physically and mentally, it wasn't that hard. It was the emotional part of that warmth.
Yeah, I got
that was the hardest part.
The lead singer of Wilco was addicted to painkillers, and I read his biography, and he said why he liked them so much was there's like a nurturing warmth to the experience.
Yeah,
like he had migraines, so he took pain pills or painkillers for it, and like he would go from being intense migraine pain to a nurturing warmth of like comfort. And he's like, yeah, why would I stop taking this?
Yep.
And then he realized he was an addict.
That was exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
But yeah, Haley has supported me, and I've never done AA or anything like that. I've just said, all right, I don't want to do this for Haley, and I don't want to do it in front of Ada. So
yeah. No, I think hopefully there's things in life where you realize they make you become a person that you don't want to be, and then you're able to stop doing it. It's not always a guarantee, though, that you are. But I think, there's things in life where you look up and you're like, wow, I don't like that I can be this person. And then, then you assess it and go, cool, I have to cut this out of my life then to not become this person.
Yep.
So congrats on being able to realize that, do it, and stick to it.
Thanks, man.
It's hard to do.
It is, but yeah. I'll do some mocktails if I have to.
There you go. I feel like you drink a lot of root beer now.
I actually have not drank that much root beer.
Okay.
Sprite.
Sprite?
That seems to be the thing. But I need to stop drinking sodas altogether, man. I got to get rid of this gut.
Oh, whatever. But then...
I got to look good in the Lululemon stuff that we got. Are we
really a dad podcast if we don't have the dad bods, you know?
Man, I need this dad bod to go.
The dad bod or the kid, you know? So.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like my dad bod got worse when Ada came.
I don't know. How much should we objectify ourselves on
I can be podcast? Pretty harsh about myself.
Hey, you know what? You're not a psychopath.
No, I am not.
So,
thanks for telling me.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Since we met up last, what's up? How you been? What's something that's been good?
Something that's been good.
You can also start with bad if you want. I'm just trying to keep positivity
I'll start with something good. We just got back from Haley's dad and stepmom's house. This was the fourth attempt, I think. Like, since Ada has been born, we've tried 4 times to go to their house.
Oh, yeah?
And every single time, Ada's had some type of sickness.
Yeah.
Like an ear infection, or the time that we had to go to the ER a couple of times.
Yeah.
It was just constantly something going on. We were like, is this a sign?
Yeah.
Is God trying to tell us
saying,
something?
Like, you know what? Nah, it's not meant to be.
And it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. We went for a walk. We came back inside, and then she just started screaming. We were like, what the heck is going on? We took her temperature, and she had a freaking temperature.
Fantastic.
And we were like, we are going to her parents.
Yep.
Come on, we have to. So we started on the Tylenol and Motrin regimen, and it's been low ever since. But we were like, all right, we got to go. Because Haley's grandma and grandpa, Haley's aunts and cousins all were wanting to see her.
Yeah.
And like each time they were going to have dinner, and they probably still did, dinner at their grandma's house.
Oh yeah.
Like have everybody over so they could meet the baby.
Yeah.
And then we had to cancel so many times.
That stinks.
But no, it was so good to see all of them, all the family members around Ada, and Ada was totally cool with it. Just letting everybody hold her, play with her.
How was she? I feel like kids will do that. Then the next day they'll be very clingy to you, or almost have like a whiplash from it. Did she have any like the next day she needed more things?
No, but it did take like 2.5, 3 hours to get her to go to bed last night.
Yeah. It's probably because of all the physical touch from other people.
I guess so. Just so much like mentally, going on that she was just wide awake. I got myself into trouble a couple of times when. Well, I like it was Haley's night. She was putting Ada to bed, and from in the family room, I could hear Ada crying. So like I walk in, but there was a bright light in the hallway, and I just opened up the door, and it was just blinding everybody. And Haley was like, "What the heck?
What the heck, man?"
I was just like, "Oops, sorry."
Oh yeah, that thing.
So that, and then she was almost asleep, and I come in into a black room, and I'm like, "Babe," and then she starts crying, and she's like, "Why'd you do?
Why are you? Stop attempting to be helpful.
Sorry, I'm just trying to help.
You didn't respond to my text."
But yeah, so I got myself in a little bit of trouble. But she finally went to bed, and then for some odd reason, you would think her going to bed 2.5, 3 hours later, she would stay in bed for 2.5, 3 hours later. No.
Nope.
6 o'clock.
Yep.
So it was probably close to 10 before getting her to bed.
Yeah.
Maybe 10:30. I don't even know.
When does she normally go to bed?
Like around 7:30.
Oh, okay.
Like sometimes 8 o'clock. Yeah. So, yeah, we were like, oh, man. We were scared that we were just going to be up all night.
Yeah.
But she slept until 6, and then she was wide awake at 6. So I just told Haley, lay in bed, I'll take care of her.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to wake up the rest of the family. Went into the master bathroom and just fed Ada in there.
That's funny. Yeah.
I had a little. I feel bad saying this, but we just watched Cocomelon on my phone, just to keep her busy until I heard other people outside.
Yeah.
But that was the good times. Bad times was 4th of July for me, which is my favorite holiday.
Okay.
Was just total crap fest, and I'm like mean that in the literal sense.
That stinks.
I had a stomach bug. We were supposed to go to Haley's mom and stepdad's house for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Because we weren't going to have the 4th of July. We weren't going to have fireworks, which I usually always do, and have all the neighbors over. But supposed to go there, go swimming. So I was really looking forward to it. And Friday night, I'm like, oh, man, my stomach doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
We're going to plan on going Sunday morning. So I had Saturday to recover.
Yeah.
But Saturday, I just laid in bed.
That stinks.
And then was either in bed or on the pot.
In the bathroom, yeah.
And I was like, babe, I don't think I can go.
Yeah, you don't trust being on the car for more than 30 minutes.
So from Friday night until Monday night, then like the night before I was supposed to go back to work, I was like, I don't know if I can go back to work. Yeah.
That's like not even a stomach bug. That's like, that's not food poisoning. That's like an actual virus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I couldn't keep anything down. I chugged like a bottle and a half of Pepto-Bismol, and it just went right through me. Luckily, Haley bought me some Pedialyte. Yeah. I drank 4 bottles of Pedialyte, then just constant water and the Pedialyte popsicles.
Oh, yeah. You got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, man, I was like just so much, and it would just go.
Yeah.
Too much details.
Too much detail.
But yeah, I had to stay hydrated, and I just drank a lot of Pedialyte. But it's so good. I'm addicted to it now.
It's actually pretty tasty. I'm not going to act like it's not.
But what about you?
Oh, man.
What's the highs and lows for you?
Yeah. Josh is almost walking.
That's crazy.
Super close. He like went from whenever he would crawl, he would just shuffle on his belly at all times. And then just suddenly he figured out how to do his like arms and legs. And now he like crawls up steps. He pulls up on stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it went from like oh yeah, you're over here, you'll be over there in a little bit, to like you set him down and he's already halfway across the floor.
That's crazy. So do you have a pin that you kind of keep them in to
we have a
give yourselves?
To attempt, yeah. One of my favorite things is I feel like people always discuss like if your house is baby proof or not, and I don't think any house is baby proof, because baby proof to me implies I don't have to pay attention to my kid. Like, I'll just sit them down here and they'll be safe, and I'm like, no, that's no one's house. Like, so yeah, he'll like, if we leave like the gate open on the steps, he will crawl up the steps.
Wow.
Like he'll like go for it. He sees the gate open.
He's attracted to.
He's like, I'm going for it now. Yeah, which is fine if you sit behind him. But like by the third time in the morning you've done it, you're like, all right, man, I'm tired of crawling up the steps with you. Let's do something else. But no, it's super cute. Yeah, we have like a coffee table, and he'll like go between like the coffee table and the couch and kind of like put his arms out and like go back and forth and stuff.
And waddle.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And if you grab his hands, you can like get him to take a couple steps.
Oh, so cool.
If he walks before 1, which is what, like 2 months away.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
So for all those people that are listening, our kids, Joshua and Ada, are like 6 days apart.
5.
5 days apart. Total difference in crawling and walking.
Which is all good.
Yeah. Ada, still not crawling. She will like scoot backwards and she will just spin around in circles, but still not to the point of crawling.
Yeah.
And it's only a 5 day 5 day difference. It's so interesting.
Just blame
on kids like that.
Blame the older siblings. Like he just sees Holly and Magnolia running around and he's like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, but Ada goes to daycare.
Yeah, I got nothing. I was trying to give you a way out.
Yeah, I get it. I appreciate the attempt.
Yes. No, but, like I told you before, Holly walked at 11 months. Magnolia walked at 15 months. And like for those 4 months, we were like, is Magnolia okay? Like, is she fine? It's like, yeah, she's just walking when she wants to walk. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, probably a little bit of nature and nurture just shaking in there.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Trying to think of a meh from last week or two. I feel more tired lately, but that's I feel like just a part of reality.
It's because, is he like waking up earlier or?
He is going to bed later. Like
what time?
He's doing this weird thing where he will go, like, sometimes he'll go 2.5 hours in between a nap. Sometimes he'll go 6 hours, and like I can't really predict. Around like 2.5 or 3 hours of him being awake, I'll be like, hey, maybe you're ready to go to sleep. And then whenever he doesn't, I'll like keep him up until I see him rub his eyes. Yeah. But then it might be like 2 hours until he like rubs his eyes or yawns. And I'm like, all right. Like one day, I think last week, he took one nap. Like he just slept once. He was awake for 7 hours.
Wow.
And he's crawling that much where like, it's not like
it's gotta be exhausting.
It's just, after a while, you're like, all right, man, we good? So it's a cute problem to have.
So don't some babies start to, around this age and around 1, start to drop?
Yeah,
like
they do.
One of the naps or something like that?
They do, yeah. I feel like whenever they're like 1-ish, then they just do like one big afternoon nap. But like, I don't feel like he's there yet. I don't know. I'm not going to like leave him screaming in his crib all day. You know, like if he's not sleeping, he's not sleeping.
I'm joking.
Okay. But yeah, so no, that's like, I guess kind of is like, yeah, there's some nights he goes to bed at like 9:30. Some nights he goes to bed at 8. And that's just because like we're trying to put him down and he's just like crying and screaming. And we're like, he just wants to play. And like we're just sitting out here like talking. So like he'll play with us until he gets sleepy and we catch up on our day. So like, he's not talking over us like other people.
Shh, be quiet.
Yeah, if you could stop making cute baby noises, that'd be great. He giggles a lot.
That's good.
He laughs a lot. It's really cute.
I love when Ada giggles and laughs.
Yeah. Like, we bounced a tennis ball in front of him earlier, and he was just like, and you're like, there's nothing humorous about this. He's like, he's just laughing about gravity. You know, that's it.
When we had Ada eating lo mein noodles today, and we've done some other finger foods before, and I tell Haley, babies around this age, when they're finally able to like pick things up, are almost look like just drunk little
they do, don't
kids.
They? Yep.
It's so slow and like so
but deliberate.
Over.
It takes so much focus.
Yeah, and just trying to pick up one noodle and then just like shoves it like on the cheek and then like just.
I'm fine.
Exactly. It's like
I'm eating. This is great.
Just like a drunk dude, like that you would see at a restaurant at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. This is great.
That, and then she poops and vomits, just like a drunk dude would probably do.
You know what?
An extremely drunk dude.
It's funny. Josh did that tonight at dinner, in which we're sitting there eating, and he just poops.
Yep.
Like while he's sitting at the table, and it's just such an odd thing that like is okay.
Yeah.
Or like someone's literally pooping while eating dinner. You know, like.
Could you imagine just you as a grown adult sitting there eating with your family?
Quiet. His face. His face gets really red, and we're like, "Oh, he's pooping right now. He hasn't stopped eating. He's still eating during this experience." So, I think there's something. Sometimes you watch your kid do something, and you're like, "I would be kicked out of every restaurant if I did this." Yeah, for the most part, I feel like that's about it. Waiting for August to start for kids to go back to school, but surviving.
They start in August.
August 8th. Yeah.
Wow. So only a month.
Yeah.
Gosh, has it gone by?
Yeah, it's already like July 10th, right? Yeah.
Was it 3 months or 2 months?
I think it's like May 21st or so is whenever she got out of school.
Okay, so a little over 2 months.
Yeah, a little over 2 months. So
man.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. When did she get out? May 26th. So yeah. It's not. I always think of summer as being 3 months, but yeah, they start pretty early in August.
I feel like when I was younger,
was it after Labor Day for you growing up?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember.
I thought it was. I thought it was like a good solid 3 months.
I feel like in my mind it was more like the 20s in August, like August 20th or something, like like that late into the month.
I thought it was in September for us, like in Northern Kentucky.
No.
I could have sworn, but I could be totally wrong.
Yeah. I don't feel like my parents would remember what. I know we started in August, but I don't remember like what day. I feel like it was in the middle.
Yeah, and then we got out usually in May, but if we had like a lot of snow days, it would roll into early June.
Okay. I feel like by Memorial Day, people are usually done with school.
Yeah, and then that's when everybody's start opening up the pool.
Yeah,
we got a kiddie pool, one of the blew up kiddie pools. Hoping to try it out.
Is your pool opened yet? Are you still?
Not yet. It's actually still in the box.
Oh man, that's a downer.
Yeah, I just want to have that opportunity to play in the water with Ada.
Yeah,
because I missed it when I went to, or when I didn't get to go to Haley's mom and dad's house. So hopefully we'll get it out. And it's been a lot cooler, it seems like, the last couple of days.
Yeah, it has been, yeah. This has been a pretty, since you garden also, I feel like our water bill for this gardening season has just been ridiculous because we just have to keep watering everything or else it dies.
We just let it die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just look at our front boxwoods by our steps. They are yellow and dead.
Okay.
We have been horrible at gardening this year. We were late on starting everything.
Yeah.
But having our first kid, we were just like, should we do it?
Yeah.
We just pushed ourselves to do it, and we really didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And it's showing that we really didn't want to do it.
But you probably have a higher standard of how things should look since you actually like studied it and it's your job.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it would be everything needs to be watered and maintained.
Yeah.
Made sure that pests are not on there. Any diseases are cut out or stopped. I
feel like this summer we're like, has it been watered? Is like just our baseline.
Yeah.
Because everything else is like, are there even any pests? Like I feel like there haven't been a lot of mosquitoes this year because it hasn't rained and it's been so hot.
So hot and so dry. But yeah, I just have not paid much attention to it at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
So much crap has been going on. I'm hoping the next year will be better. Next year, because we're going to do another raised garden.
Okay.
Fence it off. I keep saying that I'm going to fence that daggone place off. But
everyone has at least one house project where they're like, how have I not finished this yet?
Yeah. It's every single time that I think I'm going to do it, something else is getting in its way.
Just takes priority. That makes sense.
Such is life.
It is, sadly.
Yeah.
But I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy. And I hear my kid crying.
I hear your kid crying. She must have finished that bath. So we'll call it quits.
All right.
Thanks.
See
Bye.
ya.
We really hope you enjoyed that episode. Please make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Nashville Dads. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.